In normal mode, this has pretty good acceleration, especially with a 4-cylinder engine. It just gets you up to speed. It's not going to pin you in your seat, but you're not going to feel slow. At least I don't feel slow when driving this vehicle. It gives me enough acceleration to where I feel comfortable merging in traffic and getting up to the speed limit, and then I can set the cruise control. And this is where you can have the adaptive cruise control, set the distance between you and the vehicle in front of you, and it'll give you a little indicator there. Also shows me the last speed limit sign up here on the screen. And if I push to the right, this gives me the pilot assist. So once the pilot assist is turned on, if that steering wheel is green, that's letting you know that it's actually able to see the lines, and it will steer the vehicle, almost completely for you. Now, you do have to hold the steering wheel, because what it does, it feels like, I don't know if you can see this, but it feels like there's like this half-drunk ghost holding on to the steering wheel, and it wants to kind of wander around. So it's okay, but I would not rely on it 100%. I would not have it activated if there's a cop right behind you, because sometimes it just randomly wanders around. It also will hug the center of the lane right when there's a car coming. Sometimes it'll like go all the way to the left, and it's weird. Or right when somebody chooses to pass you, then all of a sudden it wants to jerk the wheel to the center lane as if you're being a jerk or something. So it's all right, but like any of the autonomous stuff, I'm not a big fan of it. Now the drive modes, so let's go ahead and we'll put it in dynamic, high performance. And when we do this, immediately I notice the RPMs jump up a little bit, giving us, more, putting us more in that torque band, so that way I can get better acceleration quicker. So you're not going to get the best gas mileage when you have it in this particular mode. But when I put it in eco, efficient drive, so this will give us an eco indicator. As long as we're in this little green on this dial, it will give us the best fuel economy. If we just like Florida or whatever, it's going to go past the green and let us know that we're not getting the best gas mileage. Off-road, this is slower speed, so this is we're going too fast for off-road mode on the drive modes. And then comfort, that's the everyday use, kind of a medium between fuel economy and performance. Now what I like about the cruise control, having it activated with the pilot assist, now it doesn't matter if you have now you see the pilot assist is trying to get me to go over there because the lines aren't straight, but you can have, whether you have the pilot assist or not, you can have the cruise control on, and with the adaptive cruise control, it actually comes to a complete stop if the vehicle in front of you comes to a complete stop. So this kind of helps out with stop and go traffic and all that stuff. Really cool feature. It's just wandering all over the place. It feels like it's, like I said, it feels like a ghost tugging on the steering wheel trying to keep you looking like a half-drunk person. So I don't really care for the pilot assist too much. I mean, other Volvo seems to be not as just a little bit better. This one seems to wander a little bit more than other Volvos, but either way, I'd rather have control of the vehicle myself, because there's certain road etiquettes that it does not follow, and just in general, having something tugging on the steering wheel is a little annoying, especially when it's doing it inappropriately, swerving and all this stuff. Really nice acceleration. It's a nice cruising vehicle. It's not that loud. Go ahead and set the cruise control so you can see what I'm talking about. Let's go ahead and set it for 60. wants to swerve around. But anyways, at about 60 miles an hour, the RPMs are at 1600 RPMs, and it feels good. It's not that loud. Usually this camera picks up audio pretty good. Occasionally on certain roads there's a very strange road noise. It almost sounds like a rattling. It's happening slightly now, and it's very surprising. It almost sounds like there's a loose suspension component or just very strange tire tread noise or something like that. But it sounds really out of place in this vehicle. It doesn't happen all the time. It depends on what road surface I'm driving on. Did you see that? The car wants to hug the center lane. Right when a car is coming the other direction, it wants to get as close to that car sometimes as possible. It's very strange. A lot of times it's in the middle of the lane, but right when a car comes, it wants to automatically just get right on that line. And it'll fight you. Like, you want to go maybe like 6 inches to the right of where it wants to go, and it's like, no, we're constantly tugging away from where you want to go with this pilot assist program. So I want to go a little bit this way, it's tugging the other way. If I want to go this way a little bit, it's constantly tugging. See if it didn't do it that time. You hear that noise in the back? It sounds like it's coming from the back. It's some kind of road noise, and certain roads it has like this very strange sound. It just doesn't match. I don't know if there's an issue with this particular vehicle. I don't remember hearing that anytime I've driven one before. I just did a short test drive before with a XC40, but I don't remember that noise. And it's kind of an annoying noise. It happens quite often, and the rest of the vehicle's quiet. It's just occasionally, depending on what bumps you're on, it has this like noise back there. It makes it sound like there's something wrong with the vehicle. Maybe there is in this particular case. There's another time where it tried to hug, went towards the car that's coming. Let's see if it does it again. Yeah, look, we're headed towards the center lane right when a car comes, and then it goes back to normal. It's like, makes you feel a little uncomfortable if it's going to keep going that direction right when the car is coming, and you have to fight it. It doesn't allow, it's not easily over, I mean, you can overpower it, but it's not, you can obviously tell that it's fighting against you while you're driving. Right now I have the cruise control set to 60, but the person in front of me is going 47 miles per hour. So the vehicle just slows down to match their speed, and it keeps me at a set distance. So I can get closer if I want to, or I can get further away. I like a far distance, so that's my preference. So that way I have more reaction time. And it's a complete stop. Like, it'll actually stop the vehicle. If the vehicle in front of me slows down, like right now I'm not touching the brake, it's actually coming to a complete, slowing down, and it'll actually come to a complete stop. I disengaged it because I have to go here, but it's a full range adaptive cruise control system. So I like the fact that it has a good distance between me and the vehicle in front of me. Some vehicles have a even if you put it at the furthest distance on the adaptive cruise control, it's still just a little bit too close. This one is plenty of space, and I can fine tune it. I think it's like 5 or 6 bars there that I can fine tune it. Some vehicles only have just a couple bars that you can adjust it. The pilot assist just wants me to swerve. No matter what I do, it just wants me to swerve around. It's trying to tug on the steering wheel, and I have to fight it constantly.